as I'm sure we are in the next hour, about the Arsenal manager. But as I said, he's up against a top manager who's got great success in that competition. But even being impressed with Villarreal in the last 2 games, they haven't got the firepower, I think, to hurt Manchester United.
I would normally say compose yourself, Alex, but we actually love seeing this emotion because I can tell just how much that hurts you.
I need a minute to compose myself. I'm getting all hot. Well, I am hot throughout that whole game. And it's hard being connected with the club, being an Arsenal ambassador, growing up at the club, to see what I'm seeing. And I know the reaction straight away is that passion of a fan and seeing the embarrassment. But actually, when you do break it down, this Arsenal team is simply not good enough. And you need to question, are you going to put in the funds? Is the investment there? Does this club want to get back into the top? Because it's going to take a lot of work. And the fact that now we're going to struggle for even European competition next season, I can only see it getting worse because you're not even going to attract players to come to the club.
You think it's the players that are not good enough, or is it the way they play or set up to play that isn't working?
I think it's a mixture, to be honest, and it's been a mixture of the recruitment over the last couple of seasons, when Mikel come in, assessing a squad and having to move players on, the whole Mesut Ozil situation, which lingered over the club, the transfers, like I mentioned at the top of the show with Willian. So I think there's a number of things in place with the club at the moment that needs sorting out and looking at.
I think what we've seen in the 2 games, Arsenal on paper have better players than Villarreal. They'll be more expensive, they want bigger wages. And I think, I'm pleased for Unai Emery, I must say. He was ridiculed in England in the Premier League. Arsenal fans never took to it. And sometimes it's not just the football or the results. Sometimes you watch your manager in interviews. His communication skills weren't great. He was almost laughed at, as I said, on the back of interviews. So he was never probably given, I wouldn't say enough time. The results weren't great, but they certainly weren't as bad as they are right now. And he's demonstrated in these 2 games that he is a better coach than Mikel Arteta. And that's not a criticism of Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta is in his first job as a manager. Unai Emery has been round the clock in some of the biggest clubs in Europe. And maybe he's not suited to the real top clubs of Europe. And I class Arsenal as one of them, Paris Saint-Germain another. But your Valencia, your Villarreal, your Seville, he's an absolute master and another, as I said, brilliant job to get to another Europa League final.
A master at this competition, isn't he? Winning it 3 times, the opportunity to go outright and win it the most times of any manager in history if he does it with Villarreal this season.
We hope not.
And he's not, sorry, Peter, but he has knocked out Arsenal in the competition this year, Alex. Have Arsenal gone backwards since his departure?
Well, on that performance and where they sit in the league, you have to say absolutely yes. There's no hiding that. And it's hard because obviously the Arsenal side of me, but you have to pay total respect to Villarreal, the way that they played, the intelligence to bring on subs at a certain time, to get that momentum back when Arsenal were on the attack, knowing how to pull fouls at